Good day, everybody. Rob here, WesternPacificWeather.com. It's currently Tuesday, the 26th of October, 2010. Going on right around 1000 Japan Standard Time. That's right around 01 Zulu for the rest of you worldwide here. And right now, though, we are watching Typhoon Chaba or Katring moving to the north-northwest, about 8 knots, located to the southeast of Okinawa right now. Expecting this to start to recurve to the northeast over the next 48 hours. But right now, though, just got named a typhoon on the most recent warning from JTWC, so winds sustained by about 65 knots currently. Expecting that to gradually intensify here, but we're going to zoom in on this system and look at it here on this visible imagery, partial IR imagery. I like this website here from NRL. You kind of mix in the night shot with IR because you can't get a visible shot, obviously, during the day. There's no sunlight. So right here, though, just showing a very good equatorial outflow. The easterly side of the storm more well organized than the westerly side. Actually, looks like in the end, the overall the easterly side is going to remain out that way. So, but on the westerly side, a lot of more dry air starting to get infiltrated into the system. Should keep it at bay, at least on the westerly side of this storm. Only expecting winds to max out for tropical storm force winds extending out about 90 nautical miles from the center when its CPA is Okinawa. So very good news there. It looks like shouldn't get any typhoon strength winds on the island per the most current forecast track here. But right now, though, still some outer rain bands in the northern periphery here, but most of the equatorial outflow is located to the southern end and down here. Now zooming in here on microwave imagery, showing that the eye wall looks like it's starting to form right in here. Still have some of these higher cloud tops right near the center of circulation. A little bit of dry air inflow still located on the westerly slide, as already noted here, but some of the outer rain bands really well defined and some inflow of moisture into the system. So a really good image here from the microwave imagery. Now here, the most recent warning from JTWC here, showing the storm starting to recurve over the next 48 to 96 hours up in here. But right now, though, looks like it should CPA Okinawa on the morning of the 29th to 2818Z. That's actually about on the 29th at about 300 in the morning right in here. It looks like it should start to clip basically these tropical storm force winds should clip the island here of Okinawa. Remember that this track can change clear from out here in the East China Sea and farther out to the east here, but overall, though, it looks like all the models are fairly confident on the storm just moving to the east of the Ryukyu Islands and then moving farther to the north and eventually making a second landfall up here in Honshu. So basically, especially the Kanto Plain has to watch this system, especially the coming week and the Halloween weekend up here. I know a lot of the anime gurus are probably going to be pretty disappointed. They're going to be rained out up there, but right now, though, a fairly intense system in the forecast, moving up to a possible Category 2 equivalent of a hurricane in the Atlantic, with winds maxing out right around 90, gusting up to 110 knots. Now, one of the reasons this storm should remain to the east of Okinawa is basically the subtropical ridge farther out to the east here, but also this trough dipping down out of northern Russia up here and moving over Honshu today. And this should actually pick up the system and move it off to the northeast as it gets wrapped up in the westerlies here. It should actually start to become more subtropical as well once it gets up in this region. So if it does make a second landfall here in Honshu, which it looks like it should, the winds should have decreased out of the system, but the rain is going to be much more widespread, so possibly some flooding in the central Japanese Alps right in here. To note here is JMA's forecast on this system. I'm also putting the Ryukyu Islands inside the cone here, so definitely need to closely monitor the storm, especially in the island of Okinawa here as they still remain in the cone. But looks like JMA is starting to turn the system to the northeast as well, so looking to CPA just to the east of the island. And on the note of Okinawa here, already starting to see some of the outer brain bands work their way into the radar picture here provided by JMA. And one of the loops are missing here. There it is now. But looks like this is actually starting to work its way to the northwest over the island. So I wouldn't be surprised to start seeing some precipitation there in the next few hours as it starts to make its way north. Now, I did note that in the long range, the Kanto Lane and much of Honshu here is going to have to closely watch this system. Well, that's true. Given the initiation off this system is 0Z on the 26, it looks like it's going to start to turn towards the northeast after about shown on this GFS model here, the 18Z run, and start to turn northeast as it gets wrapped up with a frontal system associated with that trough in the upper levels. So this actually should make the overall precipitation width of this system very wide, kind of destructive. But as we move a little bit farther out, you can see here on the 30th, it's much of the island of Japan overall going to be socked in by a precipitation, especially the southern part down here. Kyushu and Shikoku still likely going to see some pretty intense winds out of the system, and possibly even up to typhoon strength, but nothing at the strength that it will be at its max near Okinawa down here. But right now, though, GFS is my model of choice, so kind of watching this as it starts to move off to the north here. And No Gap's actually on a fairly similar track, but GFS seems to be a little more accurate lately. And really quick, I want to mention Psycho Geary here. Looks like the death toll on Burma here is already maxed up to about 50 people now, and still widespread devastation out of there. The media has been rather quiet on it, but this is just information from some relief organizations in the country, so still a very devastating situation over there. And also, on that note, Maggie is still called here in Taiwan, with death toll maxing out right around 13 right now, and still people being found up in there, and still about 20 people missing in Taiwan due to the massive landslide in the northern extent of the island there. So all prayers are with these people. Hopefully the situation starts to improve over the coming days. In good news out of China, though, still no reports of deaths in there. So widespread flooding right here in southeast China, but it looks like the government took this Maggie very seriously and evacuated many of the people on the low-lying coast. And out of the Philippines, there's still reports of widespread devastation up here in northern Luzon. The Filipino people right down in here, very strong people, and I'm sure after a few sunny days right in here, already back on their feet and business as usual. So kind of good news as far as that is concerned. But right now, though, everybody still continue to watch. Chaba here looks like it's going to move well to the east of the Philippines and up to the north towards Okinawa. So that's all for today, everybody. WesternPacificWeather.com. If you have any questions, though, please contact me there. Also added a few new features there as well. Been working on the site a lot lately, so please just stop by the site to check it out. Otherwise, though, you can find me at storm2k.org if you can't find me there. Still a lot of meteorological sun people there as well, and a few threads on this storm as well. So thank you, everybody, for listening, and have a great day. Bye.